everybody, welcome to another Ask Nerida Joy video. I have Suzanne who's my model today, and this particular video I wanted to do on cleansing. I'm using a milk cleanser on Suzanne. Her skin's a little bit dry and sensitive. So the great thing that we have with a lot of cleansers is you have a lot to choose from. You have a milk cleanser, you have gel cleansers. Some of the gel cleansers are foaming, some of them are not foaming. And for a lot of you that are used to listening to my videos, you know that I'm not a fan of foaming cleansers, and the reason being is that they dry that outer layer and it doesn't allow for oil to get out. If you are an oily skin with a surface dry outer layer, which is what we call the subcondition, it's very important that you keep the skin soft and supple so that oil can get out, and that way it doesn't embed and it doesn't stretch your pores and make your pores large. So your cleansing is 50% of your regimen. If you start with the wrong cleanser, then the rest is downhill from there. So a lot of the time I find with clients that they are using all these fabulous treatment products on their skin, and expensive ones, but they're having issues with dryness still, or they're having issues with the fact that their pore size is still really large and they're getting congestion under their skin. And most of the time when I see their skin, I realize that they're just using the wrong cleanser, that they're using a foaming cleanser which sets up that dry slate and doesn't even allow all the fabulous ingredients that are in their serums and treatment products to be absorbed into the skin correctly. So I put a lot of emphasis on cleansing because it's so important that what you start your slate with, that you prepare the skin correctly so that everything is going to be better absorbed. So we're working in a milk cleanser here right now, and I chose a milk cleanser because Suzanne's skin is a little bit surface dry and it's very sensitive. So we don't want to use anything too abrasive on her skin. We certainly don't want to use anything that has little granules in it. And she could also use on her skin a gel that is non-foaming. That would also be fine for her to use. There are other cleansers out there which are oil cleansers. And for some people, oil cleansers are great and they love it. But sometimes with some of the oils, it can burn the skin a little bit. So I'm always very cautious with oils because they're very strong and they can burn the texture can get a little bit rough and bumpy, almost like the feeling of a towel when you start to get burning from an oil. So it is really important to just be aware of that. If you love your oil cleanser, and just make sure that you're not getting that dry little rough outer layer from an oil cleanser. So then we have the other type of cleanser that's more like an ointment that is really fabulous for people that tend to wear a lot of stage makeup, and it removes makeup very well. It's very soothing on the skin. So for people that are really super dry, that live in a really dry climate, those types of cleansers can be really good for people. But either way, with whichever cleanser you choose to use, it is very important that at night time, I always recommend people cleansing twice at night. The first cleanse they are to take off with a warm, wet washcloth. The second cleanse to rinse it off with lukewarm water. So because most people are wearing sunscreen or makeup throughout the day, it's very important in the evening that you cleanse your skin and that you do cleanse twice at night.